So I'm seeing that you're in a no contact situation. We have silence coming out, frozen, no words, stone wall. You might want to talk to a person and they're not letting you in. You might want to return, or there's someone that wants to return to you. This is a little bit more intense, the second interpretation I just did. So we have return coming out, second chance, opportunity, making amends. Someone is hoping that despite the radio silence between you two at the moment, that they can make a return to you. You might have broken up with this person. Your second chance coming out again. You can't make it up. Reconciliation. Making amends. Again, making amends as well as opportunity. So if you look at these two cards together, you see the words are basically the same. We have second chance coming out, which is here written as well as down here. So this is really strong, as well as reconciliation. Well, no, making amends and opportunity. They're looking for an opportunity to somehow get back into your life and tell you that they're sorry. They want you to give them a second chance. 0101 on the timer. We have hopeless. So this person is feeling down on their luck. They're in a very, very dark headspace at the moment is what I'm hearing. For hopeless, it says sinking, despair, falling apart. They might have only understood the intensity of your relationship now that it's too late, and they're looking back on the way they felt towards you. So we have reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. It's like they're hitting themselves for not realizing sooner how they felt towards you. So we're at the breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. So I'm hearing that whoever you are in a relationship with, this could be even an estranged parent, you know. It's just a little too late. My God, that's my childhood. And Christina Aguilera, ain't no other man. But anyway, take it as it resonates, whatever. Confusion. We have confusion coming up. Uncertain, unclear, unsure. They have a lot of messages. I usually don't get this many oracle cards, but they have a lot that they want to tell you. There's a lot that's going on in their mind. I'm hearing that they're kind of in a very dark, confusing and lonely headspace at the moment because they're blaming themselves for treating you like that. They feel bad for bringing you to a breaking point, like testing your limits is what I'm hearing. I don't know how to describe this, but you felt betrayed by this person in one way or the other. And not just necessarily that they brought you into a third-party situation. It's more so that they made you feel like you had to give more than what you can. We have divine masculine coming out with shallow. I just seen that card. Young masculine energy as well as hollow, empty, boredom. You might have been dealing with a bit of a not toxic masculine energy, just like when you don't know where to put the masculine energy, you're always gonna it's always gonna turn into a weapon, is what I'm hearing. And there's no cards on the bottom or the top except for withdrawn, which is single, lonely, solitary. So you've left this person. They feel very alone right now. They are suffering from loneliness, and I'm hearing that they're blaming themselves. They have no one but themselves to blame because of their behavior. You can't treat people like this. Treat people like I'm hearing second-class citizens, as well as like not the first choice. This person didn't see you as their first choice, or they didn't prioritize you in the way you need to be prioritized. And now they're beating themselves up over your reaction, like the consequence. If you look at the cards themselves, like there's much more colorful cards in here, you see. All of these cards are dark. There's just dark, dark, dark. I want to kill my mom. I want to kill my dad. They're feeling a bit emo, not in a good way. They're feeling very, like, they're questioning life themes is what I'm hearing. Like, what's the point of everything? What's the point if you just get hurt like that? What is the point? Why do I act like this? Like questioning, very confusing energy. Unclear about what to do next, you know. They don't know how their path is going to unfold now that they're by themselves. Now they don't have you by their side is what I'm hearing. So you definitely pulled your energy back. Yeah, they're feeling a little bit. We have the Magician coming on in the reverse. They're feeling a little bit down on their luck. They didn't plan that this would end like this. You might have been dealing with a narcissist, because when the Magician comes out in the reverse, it's like a manipulative energy trying to just gain your advantage from the situation without putting any work in, is what I'm hearing. So they were a little bit manipulative emotionally. And I think at one point you understood what they were doing and you just didn't play their games anymore. And now they don't have anyone to play these games with. They need to kind of go within and try to understand why they were even playing games in the first place. Because who played games with you as a kid for you to play games with strangers that didn't do anything to you? I'm getting mad on your behalf right now. So we have the High Priestess coming out in the upright. So they have to go within. These are the first... we have the Fool as the first card of the Major Arcana and the Tarot in general. And these are the second and third cards that come up. So these are fundamental life lessons that you should be learning at the beginning of your journey, right? You should learn this, not at the point where your person is right now, their age, their like developmental level. 555 on the timer, they should have been learning that before breaking your heart, but they are learning it now. It's like a bit of a tower moment. They are going within. Well, they have no choice but to go within. Actually, they're really fighting against that. They don't want to do that. They're scared of having to face themselves, is what I'm hearing. It's like they're procrastinating their own healing journey and just wallowing in self-pity, and like not just wallowing in self-pity, but also like villainizing themselves and like being proud of that, like being proud of being a villain. No one gets me. I'm a lone wolf. People don't get my emotions. How do you think we've made it this far? If people don't get each other's emotions, we're social beings. If you act antisocial like that, gotta deal with the consequences as well. And I think they have a hard time dealing with the consequences of their behavior right now. They're pushing against everything. Like Spirit is trying to work with them. Spirit is trying to send messages their way telepathically as well as just through signs, but they're not listening. They're trying to look away is what I'm hearing. And they're stuck in this mindset of they can't change is what I'm hearing. They truly believe that they cannot change. And we have the Two of Cups. You can't make it up. Two of Cups as well as the Lovers in the reverse coming out. Because they're unable to change, because they are unwilling to change, those are the last cards coming out. There's nothing on the top or the bottom. They will stand in the way of union. This relationship is done for. You've pulled your energy back, and right now they're not willing to make a change because they are comfortable in the position of villainizing themselves while also being the victim at the same time. You can't be both, right? I mean, you can, but that's a different topic. They're not emotionally mature to understand that even yet. Sorry, I don't mean to dog on your person like that, but this is just, it's like you're in quicksand, you're stuck in quicksand, and you're just moving quicker instead of like trying to stay still or like screaming for help, trying to figure out a way to get out of there. They're just like, oh, okay, the quicksand has power over me. I'm just gonna surrender to it. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit, again, toxic masculine energy. It's like they don't believe that they have the tools at hand to change the reality, their inner reality, the way they deal with people, so they can be authentic and develop some integrity. If they had that, they would come towards you and admit that they made a mistake. They shouldn't have treated you like that. They shouldn't have said that. They shouldn't have been so ungrateful when it comes to your love, what you do for them, how you talk to them, the way you always consider them, and the way they don't do the same for you. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, collective, but that is your reading, and I hope it gave you some clarity. And yeah, good luck.